Hello everyone. In today's video, I will discuss about lossless or lossy decomposition. Okay, so question in this topic, lossless or lossy decomposition, is mostly asked in your competitive exam like GATE, UGC NET, ISRO, and in this GATE 2021 also one question was asked on this lossless and lossy decomposition. Okay, so in today's video, we'll discuss in detail that what is this lossless or lossy decomposition and how we will solve the questions on these lossless and lossy decomposition. Okay, how we can solve these questions easily. Okay, so see, let us suppose you have a relation R. Okay, we have a relation R with the attributes A, B, C, D. Okay, so this is our relation R, and now it is decomposed into two sub relation R1 and R2. Okay, so why we do this decomposition? Mostly for our normalization and all, that is a separate topic I will take differently. But why we do this decomposition? For our for normalizing the relation. Okay, so we basically decompose our relation. Okay, so let us suppose this was our R relation, and now we have decomposed this relation into two sub relation, that is R1 and R2. Okay, now we have decomposed it. Now we are not having this R. Now if we combine again these two decompositions, R1 and R2 again, then are we getting our same relation R or not? That is our lossy or lossless decomposition. If after combining these R1 and R2 relation, I am getting my same relation R. Okay, if I am getting the same relation R, then it is our lossless decomposition. But if I am not getting the same relation R, then that is our lossy decomposition. Okay, so see, for example, I have taken with some tuples. Okay, for with data you can it will be easy for you to understand. Okay, now see, this was our relation R, so we were having attribute A, B, C, D. These are our tuples. Now we have decomposed this relation R into this R1 and R2. Okay, so in one table our AB have come attributes and data of this, and CD we have sorry, and this relation R2 we are having CD and the data of this CD. Okay, now what we have to see, now we are not having this table. Okay, now we are having only this R1 and R2. Now after combining these R1 and R2, I am getting my relation R or not exactly same R1 or R as exactly same R, then only it is our lossless decomposition. Okay, now so how we have to combine? See, combine means simply joining these two relation R1 and R2. Okay, so if after joining R1 join R2, okay, if I am getting my relation R, exactly my relation R, exactly means exactly the same number of tuples which I am having in R, exactly the same number of attributes. Okay, so exactly means exactly this R, same number of attributes, same data and same tuples. Okay, exactly same, then only it is our lossless decomposition. Okay, then only it is our lossless decomposition. Okay, otherwise if after joining this R1 and R2 I am getting any relation R which is either less than or more than, means if after combining this R1 and R2 I am getting the some tuples, not exactly two tuples, means we are having two rows here. If I am getting more also, two three tuples, then also it is not our lossless decomposition, then also it is our lossy decomposition. And if I am getting less tuples, then also it is a lossy decomposition. Means for lossless we need exact the same number of tuples which are in our relation R. Okay, so for this I will show you, okay, how we will combine this, just for understanding. Then other examples we will discuss, that how the questions are asked in exam and how we have to solve them, then we will take this. Okay, so see, this is our R1 and R2. Now we have to join it. Okay, so join means simply Cartesian product. Okay, so all the tuples of like this 1 2, first tuple of this will combine with these two tuples of this R2 relation, and again this 2 3, this 2 3 will again combine with both the tuples of this relation R2. Okay, so this is our simply Cartesian product. Join means that. Okay, so now see, now after joining this again I will get one this table R with the attributes. Now all the attributes I have to write. Okay, because these two tables I am joining, so attributes of these two tables I have to write because I am joining. Now 1 2. Okay, now 1 2, so we'll write 1 2 here because two times we have to 1 2 we have to join with this 3 1 and 5 2. Okay, so 1 2, then this will be your 3 1, and 1 2 will again join with 5 2. Okay, now this is done. Now our second tuple 2 3. Okay, so 2 3 also, because we have two rows here, so 2 3 will combine with 3 1, and then 2 3 will combine with 5 2. Okay, now, okay, so now this is our table which we have got after combining our this relation R1 and R2. Okay, now what we have to check, are we getting the same relation R? Okay, are we getting the same relation R? So see here in this table. Okay, now see here, what was our this tuples in R? 1 2 3 1. Okay, are we having 1 2 3 1? Yes. 2 3 5 2, 2 3 5 2. Yes, we are getting these two, we are getting, but we are getting some extra tuples also. Okay, and what I told you, if we are getting some extra tuples or less tuples, then it is our lossy decomposition, means this is our lossy decomposition. Okay, this is not our lossless decomposition. If after joining these two I would have exactly get these two tuples, means the same number, same as in relation R, then that would be our lossless decomposition. So in this way we will join it. Okay, so this was the example with some data and all. So this was for simple your understanding. Now I will take the examples. Okay, how it will come in exam with the functional dependencies given and how we have to find with the help of that. Okay, so now see how the questions are asked in exam. So see, this is our one relation given, PQRST. Okay, and these are the functional dependencies given. Okay, now we have given, see, these decompositions are given D1 D2 D3. Okay, so these are the examples. Now this is one decomposition. Okay, so now this D1, our relation R, is decomposed into two small sub relation. This is your PQ, this is QRS. You can take it that like this is your R1 relation and this is your R2 relation. Okay, in R1 you are having the attributes PQ, and in R2 you are having QRS. Okay, so it is decomposed into two sub relation. Okay, so in this way, in D2 also, this is R1, this is R2, D3, this is R1 R2. Okay, now in exam how we have to solve that, this is our lossy or lossless decomposition. Okay, so for this you have to remember these 3 points. Okay, so for the for lossless decomposition, these three properties should always satisfy. Okay, so these three properties should always satisfy, then only your relation or your decomposition is lossless or lossy. Okay, then only you can check. But if these three are satisfied, then your decomposition is your lossless decomposition. And I will suggest you to these all the three things, means 1 to 3 properties or points you should see in your this in your decomposition starting from 1. Okay, so what is first? The attribute of R1 union attribute of R2 equals to attribute of R. So what you have to see first, that the attribute in R1 and plus the attribute of R2 should give you all the attributes of R. Okay, because this is the very basic property. Why? Because we want our same relation R. If these two our decomposition R and R2 are not giving the all of the attributes which are in our having, in which we were having in our R relation, then the basic, then simply we can say this is our lossy decomposition, because we are not getting the same attribute also. Okay, so first property is your attribute of R1 union attribute of R2 should be equals to attribute of R. Okay, the second property is R1 intersection R2 is not equals to 5, means in your two relation R1 and R2, the sub relation which you have decomposed, in that at least one attribute should be common. Okay, means R1 intersection R2 should not be equal to 5. At least in those two decomposition, one attribute should be common. Okay, this is your second property. And the third point which need to be satisfied is your R1 intersection R2 equals to all attribute of R1, means the R1 intersection R2 means the attribute which is common to both. Okay, the attribute which is common to both should either derive all the attribute of R1 or should derive all the attribute of R2. What does it mean? That it should be the it should either be the super key of R1 or the super key of R2. Okay, deriving all attribute means what? If a candidate a super key can only derive all the attribute of your relation. Okay, so that common attribute should derive either, means directly you can say that that common attribute should either be the super key for your relation R1 or R2. Okay, yeah, it can be super key for both also, but at least for one it should be your super key. So if all these 3 points are satisfied in your decomposition, then you can say that your decomposition is your lossless decomposition. Okay, so for every decomposition or example which you are given, you will start, I will suggest you to start with your first point first. Okay, because if you are not having the directly union also, then there only you can say that this is not our lossless, and this you can very easily check that union of attribute R1 union, it should be equals to your attribute of R. Now see here, this was our decomposition D1. Now it is decomposed into two, R1 and R2. The attributes of R1 is your PQ and R2 is your QRS. Okay, so first of all, first property you have to satisfy that all attribute of union R1 union R2 should be equals to R. Okay, now see, R1 we are having attribute PQ, R2 you are having attribute QRS. Okay, now union of these two will be PQRS. Okay, so you are getting union equals to PQRS, but your R is having attributes PQRST. Okay, so one attribute you have missed here, means union of these two is not giving the complete attributes of R. So here only with the first property only it is clear that this is not your lossless decomposition. Okay, so this is your lossy decomposition. Okay, so in this way you have to check. Now say this is your decomposition D2. Now it is decomposed into two sub relation PQ and RST. Okay, so let us suppose this is your R1 and this is your R2. Okay, now what you have to do, that in decomposition first point you have to check that attribute means the union of these two should give the attributes of R. See, this is PQ, this is RST. Okay, now union of these two will give you PQ RST. Okay, PQ RST, PQ RST. Okay, now so is this union of these R1 and R2 equals to union is equals to R one R attribute. Okay, so the R attributes are PQRST. Yeah, we are getting all the attributes. Now we have to move to second point, because these three properties should be satisfied. Now what is the second point? R1 intersection R2 should not be equal to 5, means we should have at least one common attribute between these two relation. Okay, now attribute of this is PQ and this is RST. Now we are not having any common attribute between them, so again we can clearly say that this is not your lossless, this is your lossy decomposition. Fine. Now we'll move to directly to now we'll see this D3. Now see, this decomposition is decompose into this R1 and R2. Okay, so first property is that union of these two should be equals to the attributes of R, attribute of R. So union of this will be PQRST. Okay, so all attributes are coming. Yes, first property is satisfied. Now second property is at least one attribute should be common. Now which is the common attribute? Are we having any common attribute? Yes, this R is our common attribute. Okay, now second property is also satisfied for this. Now third property is that common attribute should either be super key for R1 or R2. Okay, means it should drive all the attribute either of R1 or R2. So we will check here. See, this R will take, so R will derive first, R will give R. Now we'll check with functional dependency. So R is given S, so R will drive S also. Okay, now only R and S. Okay, we are not having any functional dependencies. Okay, R is driving S only. So here this R is driving only R and S, means T was also the attribute. So T it is not driving, means it is not the super key of this relation R1. Now sorry, this R2. Now we'll check for R1. Again for here R, what it is giving? R is giving only R and S only. R is giving R and S only. Okay, but here the attributes are P and Q, so it is not deriving the attribute PQ also. So again this is not the candidate key of this, neither it is the candidate key of this. So this is our again lossy decomposition. Okay, we'll see one more decomposition. So now this is your D4 decomposition. Here your relation, this is your R1 and this is your R2. Okay, now again we have to check that this is our lossless or lossy decomposition. So first was the property union of these two should be should give all the attributes of R. Okay, so see, union of these will be PQRST. Okay, So this is giving all the attributes. Yes, first property satisfied. Now what is the second property? We should have at least one common attribute between them. Now what is our common attribute? See, this is your Q, this is your Q. Okay, so Q is your common attribute. Second property is also satisfied. Now what is your third property? Third property is your that common attribute should be the super key for at least one relation. Okay, now we'll check for this one. So see this Q, what Q will give? Q will give Q. Okay, this is trivial. Q will give Q. Now are we have any functional dependency? Yes, Q is giving T also. So Q is giving Q. So this is the super key for this relation R2 because it is deriving all the attribute Q and T of this relation R2. Now when now we have find that this common attribute is super key for either of one of our relation R2. Now we can say directly that this is our lossless decomposition. Okay, now we can directly say this is our lossless. Okay, no need to find for this. Okay, but we'll check here, but no need to find if we are getting for one, because we need either. If any relation it is super key, that common attribute, then this is our lossless decomposition, but we will find for this also. So it was our Q. So Q is giving Q. Okay, Q is giving me Q, and then Q is giving me T, but T is not in this relation R1. T is not in this relation R1. So it is not deriving PQR. Okay, Q is not deriving this attribute, so this is not the super key for this one, but this is the super key for this relation. So we can say this is our lossless decomposition. Okay, because in exam we have to save our time, so no need to find for this. Directly if we are getting for anyone, we will directly mark it. Okay, no need to waste time on finding of both the relation. Okay, now see in this one again, first property is union is PQ. PQRST, yes, it is giving all the attributes of R. Now second is what is the common attribute in these two relations. So common attribute is your PQ. Fine, PQ is your common attribute. Now second property is satisfied. Now third one is that PQ is the super key of either of relation or not. Okay, so this is our R1 and this is our R2. Now PQ. Okay, so what PQ will give you? So PQ will derive PQ. Okay, PQ will derive PQ. Now PQ is giving you R, and then R is giving you S, and okay, and Q is giving you, because we are having Q, so Q is giving you T. Okay, now see, is PQ deriving all the attributes of this relation? So attribute of the relation are PQST. So PQST, yes, it is deriving me. This R is not in this relation R2. It is deriving, but no needed. So it is deriving PQST, all the relation of this. It is deriving. So this is our. So this is super key for this relation. Directly we can say this is our lossless decomposition. Okay, no need to check for this, but we will see here. Okay, now see PQ. So PQ will derive PQ, and PQ is deriving R also. But so see, this PQ is super key for this relation also, and this PQ is super key for this relation also. Okay, but here seeing it on one only, we have directly said that this is our lossless. But now when it is super key for both also, then also it is fine, and we can say that this is our lossless decomposition. Okay, so this five your decomposition has covered all the possible possibilities which can come. Okay, first you can have that in decomposition, first you need to check is that union is giving me all attributes or not. If directly attributes are not given, means if directly union is not giving me all directly at that point only, you can say that this is not your lossless decomposition. No need to check for other points also. Okay, because all the three should be satisfied, then only it is your lossless decomposition. Then you have to check the second point, that there should be at least one common attribute between them, and then if you have got that common attribute, if directly you have not got common attribute, directly it is your lossy decomposition. If you have got that common attribute, then you have to check whether it is super key for any of the relation. Okay, if it is super key, then that relation is your lossless decomposition. Okay, so in this way you can check.